So I am creating a buzzing into summer board, which is basically just a countdown for the last 10 days of school. So I made these little cards that have numbers at the bottom. So this is a tropical party. So when there's one day left of school, we're gonna have a tropical party. So I'm gonna show you what I've been working on because I'm super excited about it, and maybe you can implement it in your own classroom. So this is what the bulletin board looks like so far. I just printed out these letters on construction paper and then cut them out, laminated them. The buzz I actually reused from my buzzwords display, and I actually sprayed rust paint on top of it so it doesn't really have a glare. And then I stuck magnets on the back so it could stick to my magnetic whiteboard. These ones did not have the spray on them, so you can see how there's a little more of a glare. And then I also printed out these cute little clip art bees, like you can see the glare, and then laminated them, stuck magnets on them. So that's what the board looks like so far. And then these borders are from Lakeshore Learning. I showed these to you before, but these are the little cards that I printed out. So I just found a clip art bee on like a little honeycomb and printed out what each day is going to be, and then I wrote a little cheat on there for the number so I remember which day I chose for the last 10 days of school. And then I'm gonna fold them up in half and half, and then I'm going to stick them inside of a balloon. So this is really hard to do with one hand, but I folded them and then I'm gonna stick them inside of the balloon. And then once it gets in there, you can kind of see it takes up a bunch of the balloon. I'm going to refold it again in half inside of the balloon so it doesn't take up as much room, and then I'm going to blow up the balloon. So for size reference, it fits in the palm of my hand. I know over video it's really hard to see, but I'm not making it too big because I'm going to string them across the top of my bulletin board, and I need 11 of these balloons to fit across the top. Once I tied the balloon, you can see I put a piece of string through the knot when I tied it, so it'll be easy for me to hang this balloon on a piece of string that I have going across the whole board. So I'll show you what that's gonna look like next. So I'm probably gonna have to mess with the spacing a little bit, but as you can see, I tied all of the little strings very loosely to the large cord that I have going across the whole top, so I can still move them around, and then when I figure out the spacing, I'm gonna double knot it so they don't fall off. Okay, I know this isn't something I'm gonna be able to do with one hand, but all I did is I looped the cord around the string once. I'm gonna cross, do bunny ears, and get the other cord to be at the top, just like you're tying a shoe. And then you'll have this kind of knot, and then you're gonna tighten it, which I can't do with one hand. Once you tighten it, it'll look like that. So it'll still be loose enough for me to move it around, but I can still kind of, see where I want the balloons to be. And then when I get the spacing just right, because my OCD is gonna drive me nuts if I don't, then I can double or triple knot them so they aren't going to move anywhere. So now I have to fill that balloon up there, and we'll have all of my balloons tied to that top cord now. They're fixated in their spot. To recap, they do each have a little piece of paper inside of it, so when I pop them on each day of school, we'll figure out what the exciting thing that we're gonna do for the day is. And yeah, so now I just have to number all of the balloons. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and we'll be done. Here we go, it's all done. So I have all 10 days on the balloons tied all the way across. I wrote all the numbers out. We end with the last day of school. Each day I'm gonna take a thumbtack and I'm going to pop the balloon, the little paper will fall out. I'll read it to the class so they'll know what our special event is for the day. And yeah, this is how we're gonna buzz our way into summer. I hope you enjoy it and that you can implement it in your classroom to meet your classroom theme. Thanks for watching.